beautiful people, and happy hump day to all of you out there. Thank you so much for joining us today, and do let us know where you're watching us from. Our social media handles are Switch TV Kenya on Facebook, Switch TV Kenya on Twitter for the cool kids, or just Twitter, and remember to use our hashtag chatspot, and Switch TV KE on Instagram. And as usual, we have a great show lined up for you guys, great games, great guests, and of course the hottest stories of the day. So thank you for joining us. I'm Joyce Maina.
Hello everybody, how you doing? Our hashtag is Wellbeing Wednesday. And you know, it takes time today to just check up on your friends, check up on your family, and just know if they're really being okay. And not those ones for okay, nyaje uko poa, like really intend to find out if they're okay with the intention of helping if somebody is not okay. Hashtag Wellbeing Wednesday. Otherwise, mimi niko being vizuri sana na feel mzuri na shukuru Mungu. Na tuko na show moro lined up for you. Karibuni sana. I am Wikali Mary.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you're being well. As much as we are talking about well-being, today is World Humanitarian Day, which honors humanitarian aid workers all over the world. It was established by the UN in 2009. It's a day basically to that people commemorate the anniversary of the bombing of the United Nations headquarters in Iraq, where 22 people lost their lives, including the UN's High Commissioner for Human Rights. And that's why we are celebrating this day. And because we are talking about well-being, welcome to the show, because we have a lot of welly things to give you guys. My name is Nana Owiti.
Hey. You always have to do that.
I know. I didn't even realize when I'm doing it.
It's like ni usani. It's contagious.
Nafaa kuingia kwa booth.
Ambia nani akuingisha kwa booth. Yes. Kwa Empire.
Yeah, so how are you?
Good.
You're looking lovely.
I know. Yani hata
leo mmeamua.
Yani hata.
Umeona? Yani
it's a lighter shade,
yeah.
Dark, you know, like, and actually I think it goes like this as it becomes lighter. Same
But mnakaa vizuri sana. If you have not gone to Instagram to see these beautiful ladies' pictures, you're wasting your time.
Yeah,
At Wikali Mary.
Thank you.
Thank you. At Nana Owiti.
And at Joyce Maina.
And at Joyce Maina. Pia mimi naweza niangalia tu. I like being looked at.
You like attention?
No, kwa mtandao. In real life,
babe, you already said it. You said it the other day. Money, attention.
Attention.
Tunakipingi track.
No, but from the right people. The people I don't want attention from, I will snob you very hard.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
I'll be like a cat.
You're a cat person.
It was happening today. What? When Joyce was comparing herself to a cat.
Yeah, it was today.
Where was that?
Oh, you were there.
Today.
It was today. I told you I behave like a cat. Like, I want attention, but only from the right people and only at a certain amount of time. You know, like, at some point I'll be like, okay, thanks, I'm done.
That's
cuddling.
enough.
Yeah.
I can't stand cats. I think they are very... Joyce, you are like a cat, you're not a cat. I think they're very needy.
Cats are not needy.
Wakikuona chakula wanakuja...
Ukilisha paka wako hata
mimi kama asiajue neighbor ama ajue mimi ni mgeni.
Wewe mchukua wa nini?
Mimi siwezi mchukua, niko kwa wenyewe sasa.
Na watoto wako akitaka.
Nasema tu mimi niko kwa wenyewe.
Yeah.
Aende akafanyie miau. Hao watu wenye wanashingi kwa hiyo nyumba.
Yeah.
Don't meow at me. I will not meow back at you.
Wait, so do you only have issues with cats or even other animals?
Even dogs, even like animals. Like dogs I can try, but nianze nayo ikiwa baby. Because
otherwise ikikuja ikiwa mkubwa.
I've been beat by a dog before.
Okay.
So have I, and I love them.
No way.
But
exactly.
I have to rare one.
Yeah.
My God.
Lightning doesn't strike twice.
Exactly.
As we ponder on that, can we go to the most popping stories of the week? It's time for Pop Spot.
And I have the first story today. Not a very, well, it's good and bad, but a renowned Kenyan journalist was arrested. That was coming out. It was very strong, but nilishikilia kabla yanguke. So, renowned Kenyan journalist alishikwa pale Ethiopia and has been locked up for 50 days for a fault that was not his own. He's called Yasin Juma. He's renowned. If you've been in the media scene for a while, then you know this man. He's been doing this for a long time. And it is alleged that he was arrested because of a misunderstanding, language barrier. I don't know how that true is, or somebody's just trying to kuwekelea blame kwa vitu zingine, but according to Yasin's lawyer Mr. Ame anasema according to the office of the Attorney General, Juma was detained wrongfully because of language barrier. So there was so much uproar on social media, Kenyans going all crazy about this. The Attorney General yesterday ordered the release of Mr. Yasin from the police custody. And he also continued to say that it's convincing enough to say he was detained because of misunderstanding. Actually, the question is it convincing enough to say that he was detained because of a misunderstanding? Is that a tactic to escape from liability? That is what the lawyer said. I mean, 50 days because of a mistake, you know?
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of time.
They couldn't have gotten an
days.
interpreter even though there was like a language. It can't take you 50 days to get an interpreter, Shwani.
It can't.
If it was really a misunderstanding.
Yeah. So the ministry continues to say that the ministry is deeply concerned that despite the decision of the court, this is another journalist as well, Mr. Asemo, is still in police custody, and the continued detention of this Kenyan national despite the decision of the court and payment of bail is highly regrettable. So it looks like it's something that's been going on for a bit, and Kenyans are not taking it very well. But we are happy that Yasin is out from the police custody.
Honestly, think that they're trying to cover up something. 50 days is a very long time to falsely incarcerate someone. You'd have figured out how to maybe get him bail, get him a lawyer, something.
No, I'm just thinking, at what point did you even understand that it's a misunderstanding?
Yeah.
If you don't understand,
Exactly.
if there's a language barrier, how did you know then there's a misunderstanding?
Yeah.
Well,
because I think the first thing that comes up, you speak Amharic, I don't get it.
Yeah.
And that is where...
That's when you bring in
exactly, that's when, if you're arrested, you're supposed to be taken to court after a few days.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe 2 days, maybe 24 hours,
and you should have a representative for as soon as you ask for one.
Yes.
It can't take you 50... Anyway, we're glad he's out. Moral of the story is that we're glad he's out. So on to our next story. Let me take you guys down to Tanzania, where Shilole, aka Zena Yusuf Mohammed, who is a singer, actress, and celebrity chef, went on to Instagram to flaunt her new house and told all the women out there that they should strive to be independent. She told them to go and search for their own coin, no matter how little it is. It'll give you more financial freedom. And she told them to ignore the naysayers because they are just there to try and stop them from their hunt of freedom. And I'm going to read what she said. To all ladies, struggle to have something to your name, however little. Have financial discipline and be ready to be called names as you make savings. God will bless you with a piece of land. Build a house on it slowly. A house will always shelter you. And so she also continued to say that the fact that she's able to be financially free she was able to leave her very abusive husband. And she said that it started out one day when they went for an event and she was talking to a few of her colleagues, and he left her at the event and left the car, and she went home and was being beaten. And it became a habit, even just her going to find, buy food for them, for her children, and for him, it would also be like a story. She was always being constantly abused. And the fact that she had financial freedom, she was able to leave that very abusive situation.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Like, preach, man.
Yeah.
That's what's honestly, having your own money stops you from so many unnecessary things, to be honest. And for her to just preach and live her truth.
Yeah.
And she's put it in the, public domain where we can see what is happening. And of course, motivate watu wengine.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's really, she's using her platform well.
Yeah. So she said, I think the thing that stuck out to me, she said, ignore the naysayers. They're trying to stop you from your hunt of freedom. That is true.
It's true.
A man knows if you don't have money, there's nowhere you're going.
Yeah.
So if he tries and stops you from getting your own money, there's no point of being there.
And even friends who will tell you, I'm a family that will tell you, Katu, ndoa basi ni kushikilia.
I was talking to someone yesterday, and we were just basically having conversations as, married people, and the fact that you are like a glue to your family, and as a woman you're expected to always stick through it all.
Yeah.
I feel like a marriage should never feel like a game of like tug of war where you have to pull
who
from
can survive
different
more.
directions, you know. So as long as you work together, which game people play together, like chamama, you'd rather play where you have to be like together, not necessarily pull from either side.
And I feel that gives men permission to do anything they want, because as women we've been taught vumilia.
Exactly.
So he's going to do anything he wants, because him is not being taught that.
It's
just women who are being told vumilia, so he's going to do anything because he knows you have to vumilia.
Let's aspire to get all-rounded men as well. As much as we preach to our women to be all-rounded, be nurturing, be loving, be forgiving, let's preach the same to our men. Men focus.
Exactly. And there's actually a quote I saw today that said, all those tears that you didn't cry when you were young is the anger that you have now as men. So just cry. Like let teach your sons, your young ones. It starts with us. We have to change
their feminine side.
It starts with us. We have to change the next generation. It might, okay, it's not too late. Those who are already there can unlearn what they've already learned, but us, we can teach them to be a different way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.